In the last episode, I made the what I've now named the Koeing 333, kind of like a spin-off of Boeing, and it went quite well. I did, if you see the last episode, I did retrieve it, and it is back in my hangar. If I load it, there it is. Here. It worked, and I did get a Kerbal out, but he had to chase it and go and get it back. Now, today, what I plan on doing is actually getting it somewhere. We'll try to take off again. No, it didn't take off. There we are, that was an easy takeoff there. Throttle down slightly. Start turning. I'm going to keep SAS on for the comfort of the poor Kermans. Shermy, Sidmy and Siegfried are safe still. My international crew. We can see that I'm trying to kind of go up here. Now this area is relatively flat. If I can get over here, I should be able to land. Can go down to third throttle. The nose is falling. I'm pressing Alt S to pull up, but it doesn't seem to be working. Just pull up. There we go. I'm still only on my first tank of fuel, which is this one. Then there's going to use that one, and finally that one. So I should get pretty far. I'm not going to go too high. I've climbed to 5,000 meters now. I'm fully on land, and I'm going up still. I still can't figure out the pitch for some reason, I don't know why. And that's nowhere near an orbit. But that's not really the idea. It's, as I said, to get kind of over here somewhere. Go from South Africa, or place in Southern Africa, which is kind of what this looks like on an Earth map anyway, to North Africa, Middle East. I've still got loads of fuel. This thing burns really well. I'm gonna disable the flow of this one, because I'll use that as a reserve if we need it. That's my reserve fuel, that's regular fuel. I still don't have any fuel on the wings because it breaks, basically. Not very good if I have a hard landing. And we're just cruising along, nothing happening. All good. I left this to go and make a cup of tea, and I've come back and it's going to crash. So I should have paused it really, but I thought nah, it'll be fine. So I'm just going to pull up, because there's more hills over there. I'm just going to come out of SAS for a little while, so... Oh, no. Whoa. There we go. Right, that's better. We'll climb again to 5,000 meters. We'll try to anyway. And that's got a lot smaller. Not good. No, and the direction we're flying in is towards some mountains over there. I think I'm going to probably turn right and land somewhere in this area, because it looks quite flat. So we'll turn slowly. Why are they... My god, all of them. They're all unhappy. That's not good. I thought this was quite comfortable. So they're happy, one of them's at least happy when they're going on a rocket at like 7 Gs upwards, but they're not happy going a nice cruising speed. Maybe they're just thrill seekers or something. Anyway, I think I need to turn more. I do need to turn more. There we go. Just a little bit more. Lovely. Good, good. I've decided I'm going to try and land it now. I still have plenty of fuel, but they're getting a bit sick in there. And I think they want to go on a rocket. So I'm going to land, or try to anyway. I've done it before. I shall do it again. There's some hills over there, so I'm going to have to be careful. I want to keep it nice and smooth, and a nice smooth landing. And make them happy. Because I don't like terrified Kerbals. It's distressing. Alrighty. Our full rate is quite a lot, but I suppose we're at a safe altitude. I'll put the landing gear down at 500 meters. And then I'll start slowing the descent. I'll decrease throttle slightly. Pull up a little bit. I don't know how high I am exactly, but it looks like I'm quite close. I might land on a hill. I need to drop faster. Oh look there, oh, he was happy for a second there. Nicely. Good, good. Ah, I'm closer than I thought. To the ground. Oh, it's just going to the hill, which it is, slightly. Oh, pull up. Throttle down. I'm going to do A-class landing here. Don't go up. I want you to land, I don't want you to fly. Throttle down a bit more. Pull up slightly, slightly flared. And let it settle. Press B, brake. Oh, it's a bit juddery. B for brake, come on. Brake faster. And we've landed. Good, good. Alright, we're back at mission control, and I'm going to start to build a rocket for them, because it seems that that's what they like. It will be for one lucky Kerman. And I think I'm probably just going to make an orbiter first, for him to do a little EVA. All that good stuff. Well, not all of it anyway, just the EVA. I find that these decouplers are kind of better. I mean, this one's good because it kind of covers it, but then it looks like a piece of spring furniture, which is not very spacecrafty at all. And I can't find the right piece, which is not very good. Ah, here, look. this decoupler from the Down Under piece kit is a lot smaller and it's quite useful, I find anyway. I'm going to attach, I do want him to get back eventually. I'll leave him in space for a bit, so I need a parachute here. And I also need, which is another bit from the Down Under piece kit, this really small SAS, which is what I think is just as good as this one. They're both the same basically, except this is a bit more flimsy, but this is going into space, so it's fine. And then what we want to add, and I am going to just try and use default fuel pieces here, is for orbiting. A couple of those. Actually, I want to return craft using the tiny fuel tank and engine. Engines with attached extra fuel and rockets, which should be sufficient to get up there. I mean, orbiting's quite easy, but I don't really use default pieces, but I'm trying to, and I'm probably not very good at using them. So we shall see. That on there, and down there. Just a bit more strength between that and the column, and across there, and across there. If it's rigid, I don't really need to add any flaps or anything, and that's not very nice. That's fine, and down here, that's fine. Yeah. Engines there. That should be alright for orbiting. Oh, I do need to add RCS as well. Fuel. Yeah. With, I'll put 4 on, just down the middle so it can just spin instead of pivot. That should be alright. I am going to add one of these on each of the outer tanks, just in case it does decide to wobble. And finally, bring it down a little bit more. Zoom out with shift scroll if you didn't know that. Down a bit more. There, that's fine. We're going to attach these for stability when taking off. That should be okay. Nope. There. It won't get in the way of anything. And because this is quite tall, I'm actually going to add more support, like so. There we go. That should be alright. We're going to launch now. From this angle it kind of looks like a tactical missile, because I can't see the bits on the side, but that's alright. It's not a weapon. Well, it could be if I crash it into something. Sidmy, our Australian friend with us, it's rather wobbly. Take off, good and clean. It's going up quite fast, little wobble, good. Space plane, that's where Shermie died. But the zombie Shermie back. Got a job. This is actually really fast. Getting up to high altitude very quickly, which is good. I don't know what's happening there. They're eating fuel out of the center column, it looks like. Oh, there we go, back to... Oh, the middle doesn't seem to be on. That's fine. When this gets to 70, right, throttle down. Actually, throttle up slightly. And we're going to turn to whatever this is. Can't really see. Throttle down. And when it gets to about 30 seconds into that, I will start doing the full burn and use up all that fuel. Save RCS, use up all that fuel and then start the orbiter going. Well, this orbiter here, not that one, that's the launch vehicle. I'm actually going to start now because I know the orbiter won't be as fast, and it doesn't really matter if we have a slightly elliptical orbit, we can correct it later. Now that's very good. We're going to pull away slightly. From that. Now stop, cut the engines. It's pretty set. As you can see, we already have a lot of debris in orbit. It's kind of like real life where you have to be careful if you're trying to take off, because you might hit a satellite and cut a country's TV off or something. Except my debris is just not satellites, it's just bits of fuel. When that periapsis gets to me, I shall cut there. And when I get to the apoapsis, I shall burn again to level that out, and I shall have quite a high orbit. So that's good. I've probably got enough fuel to do that as well. If I fast forward, slow down a bit more. Yeah, the RCS is very helpful because it stops it before it goes too far. There. Now, fast forward a little bit more. There, and now we can straighten this out a bit. Well, not straighten it out, make it less of an oblong or an ellipse, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Quite a circular orbit. Now, what we're going to do is on the dark side of problem. I haven't put any ladders on, so I'm going to have to be careful. EVA. Now, if I press R, I get a jetpack. Now I'm going to go and inspect the ship. Shift to go up, Control to go down. I'm not going to accelerate very much because I know I probably just fly away from the ship and never get back on. RCS, I'm just inspecting in quotation marks. I'm pushing the rocket. Shouldn't really be doing that. I'm going to go to the business end and have a look down the nozzle. Oh, no. Other way. I'm not doing very well at this. No, I've had a look down there, it's fine. If I had ladders, I would be able to climb all around this and it would be realistic. But I don't have ladders because I forgot to put them on. And they're all in the game, the ladders. I don't think I have any mod ladders there. I'm going to try and get back in without going too far from it. I also have a light. It should be working. If I press F, it should come on, but it's not. Get back on. Come on. No. This is very, very, very little friction in space every time I move this. There we go. It can kind of spin all around. Now we're in our orbit, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect, fly away from this slightly, cut the engine, and then if you look over here, yeah, now this is really small. I don't really need RCS, I just need SAS because it's not got lots of momentum that needs to be stopped. Now I do this, full burn, and you see that my orbit is slowly getting slower on the opposite end to me, which is what I want to do. It doesn't really matter if I land on land or in the sea, but what I'm going to try and do is land near Kerbal Space Center. There, at 40,000, well, near them. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a full burn again, and hopefully it'll put my arc so it's about here, well, there, and when I'm affected by gravity it should move closer. So I'm going to speed up. I've never done this before, by the way. I've never had a targeted landing area. I just tried to land. Nearly collided with that, but it's all good. And then there's horizontal orbits. Well, that's horizontal, that's vertical. Yeah, I can only go warp 1 now because I'm very, very close to the I'm actually going to do another full burn. Very close to the Earth. And I believe I'm in the atmosphere. I am. I've just entered the very thinnest atmosphere now. I don't exactly know what it's called, but I know it's got a sphere at the end of it. Stratosphere, whatever else there is. I should know these, but burn again. There, that's good. Bringing it in. Whoa, no, I don't want it to stop. I forgot to put SAS on and it was spinning around. Not good. There, SAS. Accelerate. And it's nearly there. Come on. You can do it. It's only at 26,000 feet. Now I am going to have to speed up slightly as I get closer. Well, I'm going to speed up a little bit now, actually. There. Because I'm in the atmosphere and there's friction, look, you can see it's already receding slightly. I'm going to have to keep adjusting that, or I could just do a big burn now. There. And I should, where am I now? I'm just going over what would be South America, but it's not there. Because my thinking is that that's kind of Spain and that's kind of Africa, except the sizes are a bit off. Africa should be bigger than that, but look, you see, look, I'm already being affected heavily by friction and gravity. Gravity might be, you might think it's quite a strong force, but it's actually quite a weak force. Because a tiny magnet can hold up a paperclip against the force of an entire planet's worth of gravity. So just think, if we were all made of metal, if we somehow made a metal biological like ecosystem and a world was made of magnetic rock, there'd be quite a lot of force sticking you down. I'm not as close to it as I wanted to be, but at least I'm in the ocean, and I'm relatively near it anyway. I'm not at the other end of the planet. Got plenty of fuel left. I'm definitely going to land in the sea, but I need to get over this bit first, because I don't want to land on foreigners' territory, because it could have been an act of war if this blows up and kills people. What I could do now, get him out. Oh god, no. That wasn't a very good idea. I didn't know he would let go. Fly. Fly. You can fly over to the other continent. You could do it. No, it's not really going to work, is it? Oh, I didn't know that was a little picture of a Kerbal. Fly. He's not got very much, well, he's got a lot actually, but I'm not sure how long it will last. I think he's going to die, because Kerbals can't swim as far as I know. This is not very good. We'll land this Kerbal into the ocean. He can swim back. Look, he's going to get dreams of the moon now. I thought I'd be able to cling onto the side or something. Obviously not. Wow, you'd probably die from all of the heat of falling through the atmosphere. He's got a special suit on, that's his excuse. Look at his face. Completely spaced out, doesn't know what to think. Look at him. Got a receding hairline. It'd be cool if he had a little parachute on. But no. Alas, he's going to crash into the ground. Well, not the ground, he's going to hit the water and die anyway. so long. And he's gone